In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select
The Las Vegas Raiders entered the 2024 NFL Draft on April 25th with 8 picks over the 3-day draft. In an ideal world, the Raiders would have drafted a franchise quarterback in the first round on Thursday night, but the top 6 quarterbacks were all off the board by the time the Raiders were on the clock at number 13. And so, the Raiders added a different offensive weapon in Georgia tight end Brock Bowers. The first 2-time Mackey Award winner as the nation's top tight end, Bowers is a mismatch wherever he lines up, in line, the slot, the backfield, or wideout. Few pass catchers find a way to get open like Bowers, and his 8.5 yards after the catch in his 3 seasons at Georgia is a rare for most tight ends. A first-team All-American for 3 years, including unanimous choice in 2023, Bowers was prolific at the day he entered Georgia. He finished with 175 catches for 2,538 yards, with a 14.5 yards per catch and 26 touchdowns. He was the best player on the field every time he stepped into college. Bowers is an explosive pass catcher who creates mismatches all over the field with speed, ball skills, and a competitive edge. With the second pick at number 44, Jackson Power Johnson, the guard out of Oregon, he was the selection. Power Johnson is a terrific and powerful athlete who showed dominant flashes at the point of attack and in the second level as a run blocker. He dominated the Senior Bowl just as a junior, but this is a very, very tough football player and a guy who will advance the culture. I love this pick. In the second round, the Raiders addressed their needs along the offensive line by selecting Oregon's Jackson Powers Johnson, a player with guard/center flexibility. He offers fantastic combination of size, athleticism, and toughness with a skill set that translates to both the center and the guard. He led all FBS centers in an overall 84.3 and run blocking 85.2 grade by Pro Football Focus in 2023. In round 3, pick number 77, the Raiders chose DJ Glaze, the offensive tackle out of Maryland. Glaze's over-aggressiveness, his tendencies, and lack of explosive traits did show on an island, but with his size, his strength, and smooth movements, a move to guard could be what is best for his NFL future possibly. With continued development, he will compete for starting snaps. Finally, Glaze is 6'4", 315 pounds, with great feet, but needs to get stronger and polish up some stuff. Some scouts thought he would move to guard, but the Raiders announced him as a tackle. But a lot of coaches and a lot of staff had a lot of high praise for him at the combine and in college. So I think he'll pan out as an overall good player. Possibly not a starter for now, but I definitely could see him starting in the near future. In round 4, with the number 112 pick, the Raiders select Decamerion Richardson, quarterback out of Mississippi State. Richardson is a fast, tall corner. He's 6'2", 188 pounds, and ran a 4.34 second 40-yard dash. He was a 2-year starter in college. He didn't have that much ball production, but he has all the physical tools and traits you look for in a press man quarterback and is an excellent run defender. Richardson was an outside-only quarterback at Mississippi State. He played in split coverage schemes, so he has the experience of playing in a variety of different coverages. Raiders defensive coordinator Patrick Graham mixes it up often, so that will definitely come in handy and in his favor. In round 5, with the number 148th pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Tommy Eisenberg, linebacker out of Ohio State. The Raiders found a potential day 3 steal at linebacker down in the 5th round with Eisenberg, a 2-time captain at Ohio State. He is one of the most serious defenders on the board. He's very intelligent off-the-ball linebacker who loves football just as much as anyone on the board. Being a captain anywhere is a big deal, but being a 2-time captain at a place like Ohio is something to speak about. This is highly a respected player who will do anything he's asked to at 100 miles per hour, and he will drag others along with him. You can see the culture Antonio Pierce wants to build inside that locker room in just about every pick so far. In the 6th round, at pick 208, the Las Vegas Raiders select Dylan Laub, running back, New Hampshire. A composed and dynamic receiving back, Laub is always in the right place at the right time on his routes and has the hand-eye coordination to cleanly snare throws while at top speed. Though he plays strong through contact, his burst and creativity are much better in the open field. Overall, Laub might not be a full-time running back or receiver in the NFL yet, but he has the multi-dimensional skill set that overlaps both positions and offers value on special teams. The Danny Woodhead comparison is a little on the nose here, but at best encapsulates Lob's versatile talent. In round 7, at pick number 223, the Las Vegas Raiders select Trey Taylor, safety out of the Air Force. The cousin to Ed Reed, Trey Taylor, diagnosed his play design well, using his ability to sort through all the chess pieces and put himself in a position to take away throws. Overall, Taylor is more quicker than fast, and he might have a tough time covering NFL receivers from the post, but his instinctive ball skills and a feel for route concepts can help him overcome average range. And he's a missile on the field. He reminds me a lot of Damar Hamlin when he was coming out of Pittsburgh. Taylor had his best season as a senior with 74 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, and 7 pass deflections and 3 interceptions. He won the Jim Thorpe Award for Best DB in college football and was a first-team All-American. With the final pick in round 7 at pick number 229, the Las Vegas Raiders select cornerback from Pittsburgh, MJD Devonshire. In off coverage, Devonshire can read through the route to the quarterback or stay in the pocket of receivers in man-to-man using his long arm to challenge throws in his airspace. Overall, Devonshire is more an aggressive athlete and an instinctive ball hawk, but his linear burst, speed, and length help him make plays in coverage. He is a developmental player with all the tools to play man, zone, and special teams. He has definitely upside and a lot of promise. So, Raider Nation, what did you guys think about the NFL draft? How did you think the Las Vegas Raiders did with their draft picks? What grade would you give the Raiders for their draft picks? I personally, honestly speaking, I thought the Raiders aced this draft. I thought it was great, and I thought we finally drafted like adults and we didn't have to go reach. With the draft overall, I give this an A. I'm very satisfied with all the picks that Tom Telesco chose. Like I said, we didn't have to reach. We went with the best player available. And that's what his track resume speaks for itself. Per usual, thank you guys so much, Raider Nation, for watching my video. Please stay tuned for more content. Go Raiders.